The Morning Beat with Jai and Mikalah. The new Channel Q.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is one of those days where Mikalah Gordon actually came through on one of her promises. We've been joking for a long time. We've had a lot of people that have been either in my life with Lily Tomlin, my acting friends. Mikalah Gordon has been saying from day one, I'm going to get some idol people in here and people who are just, we admire. And now she knows I'm a huge Daughtry fan.
Huge.
So she's been tempting us by saying, I'll reach out to Chris when things slow down. In studio right now, here on The Morning Beat, we've got Chris Daughtry. Welcome to The Morning Beat.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank
This
you.
is exciting.
This is.
For us.
This is exciting. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here.
I know we've been
Deanna,
talking
we
about
love
doing
you.
this forever. Yeah, we love you, baby.
To your wife, hi. And I'm so excited to talk about As You Are.
Mm-hmm.
The song is phenomenal. But I think for Poppy Rodriguez, that's what we call him
I
here.
kind of discovered you on Idol, but then I kind of really started leaning into Daughtry, your band, and just kind of seeing not just all the huge accomplishments, but just iconic moments that have become woven into our lives. Like, your hit songs really are part of like our DNA. Like, as the world is, everyone knows where they are when they hear certain songs, especially like things like Home, or we were rattling them off earlier. What was it when you realized, oh wait, I kind of did something in music? Like, I made a mark, didn't I, guys?
Oh man,
what was that moment?
I don't know if I ever actually landed on that moment in my head, but I mean, looking back, I can see like there was a different time in music, and that first record did things that we never anticipated, and it was all of it was a shock. All of it was like just this, oh wow, this is, you get to a place where you almost think this is just how it is. Right. This is gonna last forever.
Oh God, we all felt that.
And this is what, just, you put out a record and this is what it does. Yay, everybody sells millions of records. And then you found out, nope, that was that time. And it was humbling. And that was definitely a huge surprise for me. I was just wanting to be able to play music for a living and not have to go get a day job again.
Of course,
So everything was a bonus after that.
You've sold 8 million albums and 16 million singles, and I have to say, I went to your show last year, and the fans were crazy. Like, they knew every lyric.
They're amazing, right?
They knew everything that was happening. How do you find such a way to connect to your audience? Because they're like your family.
Yeah, they are, and I'm still trying to figure out ways to make them feel more appreciated and more we try to connect in so many ways during the show, and feel like I want them to feel like they're a part of an experience, and that they come away feeling like that they know me, or that they were able to connect in some sort of way. And we try to do it. I try to do it through the songs. Sometimes it happens with, a story moment or something, and you can kind of feel that connection. But honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
Well, no, Chris Daughtry, you managed to, we talk about the fans being family, but, if you're just joining us with Chris Daughtry, your band Daughtry, of course, has sold millions and millions. We get that, but like, you're also balancing the fact that you are a rock star, married, have a family.
Yeah.
So how do you strike that balance between like being able to tap in when necessary to the rock star part, but also be a dad and a husband?
I don't even know if it's balanced yet. I think we're always trying to figure it out as we go. And, I'm so, honestly, that I think it's as simple as I have the most badass wife you could ask for, and that she keeps things so well maintained at home, and just, she's holding it down. And that's why I'm able to do this, because I don't know how people do it. It's a very tough thing to navigate, being dad, and also when you're on the road so much. There's like a week or 2 week period where I feel like I don't even know how to be a normal human being anymore, and it's kind of a mind.
Is it secluded when you're on the road? I mean, why is it? Why do you feel like that?
I think it's seclusion. I think you don't have anybody else to take care of.
Yeah, it's just
you get to wake up and go, I think I'm going to go to the gym today. I think I'm going to look at Instagram.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do this. Nah, I don't feel like it. But you have that choice. When you're at home, it's like, kids are yelling, I need this, I need oatmeal, I need this, and and you're hearing your name over and over and over and over. And the difference
is it Daddy, Papa? What do they call you?
It's not Daughtry.
Daddy.
Daddy, yeah.
Daddy.
It's like a night in WeHo. I get it.
And and I get to escape.
Yeah.
and she doesn't. And I feel so guilty. I love you.
Well, we love Deanna. Not only is she a rock star wife and
is a
mom,
rock star.
but you recently collaborated, which I think is so special. I feel like oftentimes when you're a singer, your partner wants to connect to you so much, but songwriting isn't really something that they know how to do. However, she came to you with an idea, and I want you to talk about it, but it's in regards to your new single, As You Are. So how did it come about that you two collaborated?
It's crazy. She has always considered herself a lyricist growing up as a kid. She and these are things that I kind of find out about her later. And I remember one time she had written something down and gave to me, and I was kind of dismissive about it.
Oh, no.
Well, that didn't go well to a woman, did it?
It didn't. And I think it was ego. It was just all ego. Like, I'm the one that writes songs in this house. I didn't say that, but that was exactly the attitude behind it, I'm sure. And fast forward a few years later when she would do that again, and something told me to react quite differently, and I read it, and it just felt so real and honest, and I could tell that she was kind of going through something, and that these words weren't just words, and it was something that really meant something to her, and in turn meant something to me when I read it, and I got emotional and choked up, and I was like, oh, I have this melody in my head. I got this chorus idea, and I kind of went to work on it, and I didn't really show it to her until I felt like it was a song.
Right.
And we both shared this moment where we both.
The single is amazing, and I know that
you.
that you decided to partner with PFLAG, which again, if those of you listening don't know PFLAG, it's the United States' first and like the largest organization that basically unites parents and families and allies with people who happen to be LGBTQ+. So how did that come to be for that partnership?
Well, I mean, we have that in our own family, and so. We see the importance of inclusion and acceptance, and how so many kids are shunned or feel like they don't have a place, they don't have a community or someone to embrace them, and a lot of times it's their own family. Parents, and that's even harder because then where else do you go if the people that you need the support from the most are treating you like an outcast? And we just really feel strongly that kids need, especially kids, they need to feel that acceptance and no judgment and just embrace with love.
And they can just come as you are.
As we couldn't love you anymore, Chris Daughtry, another reason to love you. Thank you so much for that. We're going to play As You Are right now. When we come back from the break, we're also going to have a little game time.
Oh.
And there's some stakes.
Games.
Did you drive here today or did you have someone drive you?
No, he's a star.
I don't drive.
Because this game involves one of your favorite
I
things.
employ the Ubers of
Are you ready
Los
to enjoy
Angeles.
some whiskey?
Sure.
It's time for some Jack, and we'll have that after the break.
All right.
The band Daughtry has made international strides with its music, and, gotta admit, huge fan here. But Mikalah, you have the American Idol connection.
Yes.
But also, you're a sexy lady. Chris Daughtry, a sexy guy.
I said, go on. I didn't know we were
I'm
going
a sexy
that way.
lady. She's a sexy
yes,
lady.
all the
Sexy
things.
ladies.
Sexy
But he's also a bald, sexy man. He's got these. Yeah, it's
thank you.
that's a very niche thing to get hotter and hotter. And if you can pull it off, it's great. So we thought we'd pull a little game for the two of you to play against each other. Mikalah gets very dirty and very aggressively competitive.
Listen, I don't like to lose. Okay?
She does not like to lose.
Definitely lost American Idol, but not going to lose this time.
Well, we have that in common.
Yeah, but you're Daughtry.
So we got you some liquid confidence courage. You can
Liquid
take a sip every
confidence.
time you lose, sip every time you win. It's up to you guys. A little Jack, which Mikalah says you love.
Does it help give
may.
us better answers?
So the
It might.
quiz is
All right,
quite simply
all right.
going to be, I'm going to ask you questions about iconic bald people. So for instance, here's a for free question. It is, this bald actor's most popular TV character was Captain Jean-Luc Picard, referred to his first mate as number one, and delegated responsibility to his crew with the phrase, make it so.
Wait,
Patrick Stewart.
There you go.
How'd you know that? not. Oh my God, I'm really going to lose.
Come on.
Wow, this is exciting.
But Justin, I just realized you
gotta
didn't put
wake up early
there's
to
no
keep
answers.
up with me, girl.
Don't try it, Chris Daughtry.
By the way, I haven't drank Jack in a very long time, so
Oh, pass one over to me just as the
I feel
MC.
like
Here, pass one to Chris too. I don't want Chris not to have one. Okay.
I feel like such a lush because everyone was like, Mikalah, why would you bring Jack at 8 a.m.? But that's not fair because when I was with you the last time, it was like a decent hour and we were drinking Jack.
it was
I thought
5 in the afternoon. Very different.
My gosh. All right, you ready to play
Why
this
you're
game?
judging me.
Where's mine? Yo,
We had to pass one down. Did you give him? There
we
you
go.
go. Okay, good. All right, you ready for your first question? We'll start. Since he answered that one, Mikalah, I'll give you the first one. This seems pretty easy.
Oh, God.
The animated two-haired Homer Simpson has become one of the most famous bald men ever. Since The Simpsons debuted in 1989, what actor has supplied Homer's voice? Was it A, Hank Azaria, B, Yardley Smith, C, Harry Shearer, or D, Dan Castellaneta?
Well, I know Yardley Smith is Lisa. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with A.
Hank Azaria?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Sorry, boo.
I would have got that wrong because that's exactly what I was going to
Who
say.
is it? Can we say who it is?
It was D. It was Dan Castellaneta.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Our cameraman actually kind of helped me cheat, and I'm mad at you right now because he was like, hey. And I was like, yes. And then wrong.
All right, let's move on over to Chris. Chris, which movie actor with a clean-shaven face, with a clean-shaven head, starred in the films The Fast and the Furious, Triple X, and A Man Apart, becoming one of the most popular actors in the early 2000s? Was it Tom Selleck, Arthur Happy, Matt Damon, or Vin Diesel?
Who is Vin Diesel?
Yes, that is right.
Chris Daughtry, how'd you know that? I really did not think this through when I decided to do. We should have just stuck with the music, not played the game.
Before I was me, everyone said I looked like Vin Diesel.
Oh.
Yeah, I could see that.
And now it's Thin Diesel.
No. I got to say, Chris Daughtry, and you can't see him right now, but
I'm like a good eighth of his size.
I got a good shape on you, though. Don't discredit.
thank you.
Okay, Mikalah, you ready?
Yeah.
Irish singer Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, yeah, love.
Yeah, she created a firestorm of controversy when she ripped a picture of the Pope on this late night TV program. Was it SNL, Late Night with David Letterman, Nightline, or The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson?
David Letterman.
I think it was SNL. It was SNL.
Honestly, my career's over.
All right,
Take
here we
me
go. Again, we're playing, trying to figure out famous icons who happen to be bald with Chris Daughtry. We're playing that right now. Now, one of the most deeply ingrained American bald-headed icons is Charles Schultz's lovable loser, Charlie Brown. Which other Peanuts character referred to the bald Charlie Brown as Chuck? Was it Marcy, Lucy, Peppermint Patty, or Sally?
I feel like he's going to get this. He gets this look in his eye like when he knows the answer. He's like staring
Which
lovingly.
other Peanuts character referred to Charlie Brown as Chuck? Marcy, Lucy, Peppermint Patty, or Sally?
Mm-hmm.
It's either Peppermint Patty or Lucy.
Only one answer.
Lucy.
I think it was it Peppermint Patty? It was Peppermint Patty.
Dang it! I should have went with my gut. No!
I'm going to have a sip. That Jack looks real go.
Loser.
Complete loser.
Mikalah, this is the final one. Mr. Clean has become one of America's most memorable marketing icons. The bald and burly guy with the earring and white t-shirt has been found on bottles of household cleaners for decades. What company produces Mr. Clean multi-purpose cleaner? Is it Tri-Synergy, the Clorox Company, Procter & Gamble, or SC Johnson?
First of all, clean. Who's she? What? Know that. Not domestic over here. I'm going to go with...
It's either Procter & Gamble, SC Johnson, the Clorox Company, or Tri-Synergy.
I'm going to go with Clorox.
I'm pretty sure it's SC Johnson. It's
Oh,
not Procter & Gamble?
Sure?
It's Procter & Gamble.
Oh, are you pretty sure?
I was wrong. No, I was wrong too.
Yeah, good.
Well, it's all
Drink
winners
that.
here on
We're
the
all
Morning
losers.
Beat. Chris Daughtry, the music is streaming everywhere. They can just go download it wherever great music is sold, right?
Mikalah and I are no strangers to losing.
First of all, we love losing. We love Jack, and we love good songs, and all we want is for you to come as you
As you
are.
are,
I
and
want
yes
to tell
to
you
your
this.
question.
I want to tell
Everywhere.
you, especially on behalf of our community, community. You are a rock star. You're so huge, but it's so important that you bring visibility to our community. And I know that just as you, I was really inspired in just that. No judgment. You can just be, even if you're in a very dark place.
Absolutely.
Thank you for giving money to PFLAG, because that's a really big deal. And we just love that you represent our community so well.
Thank you.
Also as an ally.
All love.
And
all
come back
love.
and drink
Thank
with
you.
us in the morning whenever you want.
Always.
But also don't get the answers right, because I'm hammered now and it's 8 o'clock.